My name is Yvonne Potter. I work on the Paid Racing Top Fuel Dragster team, and I also drive this car. I live in Paris, Ontario. That's about it.
How did you get into racing?
I got into racing because of my dad. My dad actually puts on this car show every year, and so I grew up going to the track with him, and that's how I got into it. I wasn't really into racing when I was really young, and when I was about 12 years old, he took me to my first ever big national event, and I fell in love with top fuel cars and nitro cars, like the big, loud, fire-breathing monsters. And I remember leaving that night and saying, "Dad, I'm going to work on a top fuel car one day." And he, "Oh, okay," thought I was crazy. And I actually met the team at this show 7 years ago. It's, I guess, the anniversary now. And I've been working on the car ever since, and then put this dragster together a couple years ago as well. So this car is a 240-inch long Mike Boss rear-engine dragster. It has a 468-inch alcohol-injected big box Chevy in it, so right around 800 horsepower. It's a blast to drive. In the quarter mile, I go from 0 to 175 miles an hour in 7.9 seconds. So it's a fun ride.
How do you learn how to drive something that's this powerful and this fast?
Yeah, it's a lot different than driving a car on the road. Not only is it a couple inches off the ground, but it's just a different sensation, and to me there's really no relation. You just have to practice. I started out in this car, we had a different motor in it. It was like a completely stock big block, so it was a lot slower. It only ran, I think, 13s. And so you just work your way up. Even with this car, you just make half-track runs and then full runs. There's a whole licensing process too. So it's all about seat time. And I'm grateful and blessed enough to know a lot of really good drivers. Todd Payton drove top fuel car, alcohol funny car champion for all these years. So he's kind of become like a mentor for me. So that's helped me out a lot, having him around too.